It is gonna be one of those days. Am I gonna have to redo this? Probably. Because you don't recognize my controller anymore. Hopefully that's enough. There we go. Yep, don't let it go to sleep on you, or it will decide that you don't play this anymore. Hey everybody out there, my name is Dragnix, and this is Battletoads 2020. Because we can't have subtitles, because that would be too nice to be able to say, oh, it's Battletoads Unleashed. Battletoads Giant Enemy Crabs. But we are on the difficulty select because this is when you first boot up the game. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to play a tadpole. A good amount of challenge does sound like a bunch of fun, but I think for the sake of comedy and for the sake of having to play, yeah, I'm not sure why it does, Usain. I'm really confused by that. I think for the sake of everything, I have to play on Battletoad. Because that just seems like a great idea. Alright, well, I think there is a feature in this game where you could switch everybody, but we will play as Zit, because that just seems like the best option. And we'll go from there. Been seeing some toads this summer. We're all seeing toads. All the toads, all the time. Invincibility, yeah, I guess it, like, there's, like, invincibility frames in terms of, like, maybe after taking damage.
Cool hideout, fancy hoverboards.
And no one can tell me to wear a shirt. Oh no! It's the mega famous Battletoads, including Zitz, the leader. Pimple,
A little bit
strong one,
thick
and
on the
sunglasses one.
Don't forget Best Kisser.
Enough talk. It's time to... Best kisser, why are you the best?
The voice is a little bit off-putting.
Maybe
I mean,
because I practice on my hand all the time.
That just means you're the best at kissing your hand.
Pimple has the right idea here.
There's more goons outside.
Should I be concerned that sounded a little bit black? I think it's more so a like a invincibility, like after taking damage, like not a permanent power up, but okay, so basic strikes. Okay, so a lot of what this game got a lot of shit for early on in the reveal is the aesthetic. And you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not necessarily seeing that entirely. Like, it's got a Saturday morning cartoon style for sure. And I think that works for the fact that it is... You have the exaggerated attacks, like the feet and everything along that line. With that said, I am noticing almost immediately the animation. The animation is very, like, lacking in terms of frames. If an enemy charge smash it by holding B, okay. Okay. Okay, so it's a stun attack. Okay, gotcha. Basic attacks X and Y. It's a little bit weird how he traveled right back to where he was. Also that he just sort of sits there while... Press R, T, and L while to avoid getting... Okay. Juggling feels alright. It doesn't feel too, like, crazy in terms of, like, like how timing needed, but it also feels a little bit lenient. I don't like, but the visual that I saw, the menu and the pop-in, so Microsoft software. Yeah, I could see that. Press LT and YL to eat all the flies. Battle seems to be signaled something more than a street ball, so I didn't expect a fighting game. I mean, it was never actually. I mean, it was a expansive of different like, I don't want to say genres because it was mostly beat 'em up, but oh, so we have just random people.
Look out!
Yeah, the voice acting is a little off, I'm not gonna lie. Do we have a boss? Pork Shank?
Join my gang or die. We offer competitive wages, dinner insurance, and
Ooh, paternity leave.
No way, Dork Shank.
then die.
I mean, he's offering you a job, and right now in this COVID crisis, that just seems like a very bad idea to ignore that. Ow. Wow, he beat me with one hit there. Get that combo going. Although I'm noticing the combo meter is gone right now during the boss fight, which I feel like is a mistake. I mean, okay, choreographed attacks, very simple, very easy to dodge. The other enemies, though, are not really causing me any sort of trouble. And this is, again, I'm playing on Battletoads right now, so I'm assuming it's going to get harder very quickly. Okay, so yeah, he gets you into that combo and you're pretty much dead. Oh, okay, so interesting. So I could take up the other player without a problem. And does that respawn mean that it respawns after a certain amount of time? Not at full health, it looks like. I am noticing that Pimple is a little bit more powerful, but is also a lot slower. He also doesn't seem to jump very high. Is that the baby from the dinosaur sitcom from the 90s? Maybe. Oh, later.
Is that it?
Guess so.
Look, an instantly gratifying victory ceremony.
Oh, yay. Run outside of combat. Okay, so we have the frogs in black. We have Rocky Frog Via. Tongues hurt. Begin. Okay. Ow. It is nice that the characters play a little bit differently. And it is taking it pretty slow in terms of mechanics, which is okay. Oh, the death animation's nice. But man, yeah, Battletoads difficulty is no joke. And it takes one hit to take care of it. Wow, okay. Yeah, okay, so it's not a simple walk in the park. Okay. Cool. After a certain, you could activate temporary invincibility. Okay, interesting. So the challenge is there on the fighting side so far. At least on the high difficulty. Okay, so he's stunned. So, positioning does seem to be very important in terms of how you get to the enemies in this case, and how you not take damage from anyone, which is actually rather important. I'm not sure what that's a reference to. So, Toads in space. Okay, sure. Everybody loves the Battletoads, apparently. Oh, he's back.
This bubblegum pig just won't.
Hey, Mr. Matthews. Smack, smack, smack. Smack, smack. Okay, come on. It would have been nice to see the actual attack hurt the enemies, or hurt the fellow enemies as well. Okay, come on. Come over here. There's something lacking about the animation. The combat. Now, I'm gonna say here.
What is that pig's problem?
The combat
Besides
is slow,
punching too slowly.
Nice one.
but it feels purposeful. Like it feels like it's a like a purposeful slow where you have to position yourself in the right way. And you have to also understand, Pimple was one of the slower characters in terms of how I was playing him. Oh, so you could you could combo with each of the toads too. I wonder if that means that if you switch mid-combo, if that will mess you up in terms of, like, sort of like a fighting game with an assist character. Could your other toads take damage while they are being called, like, into the fight? I will say the stun time is... But the dash move makes his weakness a little bit unnecessary. Why did the camera turn pink in the background? That's a good question. I did not notice it. So yeah, like each of the toads do have their different style here, and I do like that. it will. Obviously, I'm playing as one person, but the ability to tag in is a nice touch in terms of something different to the genre that I haven't seen before. Granted, not everybody's going to use that because some people are going to play with each other, with co-op, so on and so forth. Why isn't the thing is too forgiving even for the highest difficulty? Yeah, maybe. I mean, obviously, I got to give the game a little bit of time here before I say that. Is that Pimple? Oh, here. You're back again.
Time's a charm.
Give up, Pork Shank. There's 3 of us and only 1 of you.
Oh.
Oh yeah? Well, there's still 3 of us. Miss me.
Up. Tag in. Focusing on the one pig before I do the other. Although, obviously, I'm getting some damage in here. Is the rank the same as combat grade? I don't know. Come on. Okay, hold on. The game just, like, went to a black screen for me for a second. Like it was updating something. Hey, Red Gab, how's it going? Like, I like the idea of the tag in, although I just tagged right into a combo, which that's actually nice to see that, you know, it actually punished me for tagging at the wrong time. How fun is the game so far? It's good so far. I'm gonna give it some time. I do like the tag-in system, and I do like how each toad feels different. It does feel a little bit slowed.
Yikes.
Use varied attacks. I feel like that's trying to avoid, like, you know, just hit combo, like change everybody once in a while. Oh, we're mount. Wait, what?
I forgot we could fly.
Yep. Everyone loves us, and now we can fly.
The universe revolves around the Battletoads. Chant with me.
Okay.
We are God. We are God. We are God.
Are they gonna get hit by something?
What the? Tony, cut the work. There's friggin' frogs in here.
Who is this guy?
Hang tight, Froge. We're gonna get you out of that bunker.
Oh, were they in a simulation or something?
We are gods. We are. No, not this time. Just me.
Poor Pimple. Okay, so feed the fantasy. Achieve A rank in all fights to get an extra collectible, it seems. I got a C, B, A, and an S, so... Okay, cool.
That boy was executed. Enlighteners, we've all heard of Toad in the Hole. But toads in a hole? Julie Saturn Rings has more.
Were they...
Sir, sounds bizarre, but that's exactly what a local construction crew discovered this afternoon.
Yeah, so we was digging, you know, for construction stuff, and I find this bunker with friggin' frogs trapped inside. And I mean, it stinks. So we checked the wiring, and these morons been in there for 26 years living a simulated fantasy life. And I mean, they stink.
26 years.
Wasteland 3, I could take a look at that. I'm not...
So, frogs, how you feeling? Stupid?
Maybe.
We're not frogs.
Maybe.
We're toads.
Let me. I hadn't looked
Just
at next
in.
week's
No, you're
releases,
not.
but I
This
may
has
take a
been
look at
Julie
Wasteland
Saturn
3.
Rings asking, what are they going to do now?
Toad did... Oh, okay. I do like the cartoon style of it. 4,000. Okay. Ouch. I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. Okay, I do admit that this is a little bit different, but it's also
pretty much guaranteed.
funny.
Then we had that meeting about the email.
And I told him I don't care about games from the 90s.
Uh-oh.
Some things are just meant to stay buried forever.
I mean, and it's good because it does
That weird
like
lizard guy's looking.
change up the like, you know, it was like the original game. Rare. Captain Bones. Oh, he's doing it for them. I see. Mean heel jobs. Like that's a good change up. Like that is like legitimately like, okay, let's change this up for the sake of changing it up.
What?
What?
I think we're being robbed.
So? We don't own anything worth stealing.
You're right. I'll go apologize. Knock, knock. Sorry, we're poor. Oh, it's just Rash wearing a diaper.
Solved it!
So, what?
Come in, brothers. Are we brothers? We never talk about it. Doesn't matter. Take a seat. I'll stand. No. You stand. I'll sit. Everyone stands. Listen, I've been up all night.
Why the
looking at
diaper?
methods of TV detectives. Tracking, triangulating, enhance, and I pinpointed the precise location of the Dark Queen.
Could you pinpoint a dumpster and burn that diaper?
This is the Dark Queen we're talking about, remember? She nearly destroyed the galaxy, I think, but we beat her up, which sent her and I want to say spinning into space, and we can do it again. Who's in? Zitz? Pimple, Zitz?
Sorry, Rash. I'm a masseuse now. My fists are for pleasure, not pain.
And I'm lead attacher at the email factory. We're moving on.
Moving on to what? Our sink is busted? The pipes are frozen. There are train tracks in our living room.
No. We have good jobs and a roof over our heads. I'm not ready to get captured again.
I'm not ready to be irrelevant.
Like
I'm ready to live my
I'm
life
trying
just
to
like
understand.
but mostly, I'm not certain that I could.
Like, I'm getting the comedy a little bit. Like, I'm getting some of the comedy. Like, the idea of juxtaposing
Let's go build you a brand new audience.
the Battletoads from, like, it was so they were so popular to come back. Like, literally, they had people calling in the GameStop stores to try to get the game back.
We're renting turbo bikes, baby.
But, like, things like the diaper feels like just a weird conversation starter. Like, why a diaper? What is that supposed to mean?
Remember, fellas, these turbo bikes are rentals. You know
Like,
what that
I liked some of that scene. I like the idea of, like, the conspiracy, like, oh, hey, this is going a little bit weird. We need to figure out what's going on. And that, you know, some of them are going crazy. Some of them don't understand what's going on, but are just sort of along for the ride. But, again, it's all then punctuated with the whole diaper thing, and it's just like, well, wait, why the diaper? What symbolism is that? That he's supposed to be naive? That he's acting like a juvenile? Is that what you're trying to get across? And I just don't think that's the way to do it. Like, if you're going to do that, like, if you have to go the baby route, then maybe a pacifier or something that, you know, it would emphasize the toads, like the mouth aspect of the toads, the fact that they've got, you know, these huge tongues. But I don't know. That was a weird cutscene. I liked some of it, but I don't like some of it as well. So now I will say these bike sections are a lot easier than the original bike sections, that's for sure. maybe a little bit too easy. But again, this is early on. This is early game. Just because the original game made it so that you had to, like, kill yourself in the first couple of missions doesn't mean that that was the right to call for a 2020 game. Okay, so I get a little bit more. So I get it. You get a little bit more points if you just barely miss it. Which, okay, fine. I get it. And some of these now are going a little bit on the, like, oh.
Hey, Battletoads, it's Chet from Chet and Sons Turbo.
Hey, Chet.
My sensors indicate you're driving like a bat out of heck, and dang it, if you don't slow down, I'll have my sons post nasty rumors about you on the galactic.
Not the galactic internet.
They're handsome boys, but they're mean as dirt and itching to embarrass you.
Can you change your character to the
Doesn't come to
race?
that.
Maybe. Let's see. Yep. Oh, geez. I do like the lines before the jump. That's a good indicator on this sort of 3D aspect where it's like, okay, yeah, he's... Whoa, okay, so Rash got KO'd. So it doesn't look like he can come back. So it seems like you just have 3 lives to do this. I missed that one. Boo. I'm assuming there's checkpoints, though. I am playing it a little bit safe, but that's fine. I mean, this is the first run. You sort of don't want to play too aggressively. But this is a good mix-up. This is a good change-up of the classic bike stage difficult. I mean, it's still a little bit difficult. Some of these, like, I'm barely getting by them, so they feel like they control the same. I'm not sure. I don't want to change yet because I almost ended up dying when I changed the 1, and I don't feel like there's... I feel like the bikes handle the same for them, but I can't tell that right now.
Oh, I warned you, Toads. Now my beautiful boys are spreading all sorts of lies about
Oh,
you.
no, not the lies.
This is my business model.
Oh.
He sounds pretty annoyed.
You know what they say.
Don't trust obviously unstable anthropomorphic toads?
I mean...
Bingo.
Okay, so it does replenish the toads after each... Oh, Jesus. Check mark, or checkpoint. Not check mark. I will get to your comment in a second, Eugene. I saw it, but I'm also realizing that I really need to pay attention to what's going on here. So, oh God. Shit. Damn it. My interest was 0 to at least it might be fun with this section of multiplayer, though. Yeah, that could be interesting on multiplayer. I never cared for the battle. So is this absolutely doing... So, I did beat the Battletoads way back when, and I did not use Game Genie to do it. A lot of my friends would say, oh, I beat Battletoads, but then didn't tell me that, oh, yeah, they, you know, got more lives from the Game Genie, or skip the bike part. With that said, so far it's doing an okay job. It's definitely capturing elements of the original game with sort of the overemphasized attacks. The combat is slower than most games. Like the original one, it was slower than some other beat 'em ups. Although in the NES era, that wasn't necessarily that big of a difference. So it's doing. Oh boy. So you gotta be like moving. Yeah, you gotta be moving to miss that one, which is a little bit. Yeah, this isn't necessarily that easy. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Yeah, I did play it. It's one of those games that you like, if you legitimately beat, you did have gamer cred because of the fact that it was a difficult game. Like beating Contra without the 30 lives code. Like, even with beating with the 30 lives code, it was not necessarily the easiest of tasks, but yeah, Battletoads was one of those games, especially. I mean, a lot of people will be like, oh, it was a hard game, but a lot of people would say it's a hard game because of the bike section. And I'm going to be honest with you, the bike section was hard, but people then overlook the fact that the other sections of the game are hard. Okay, so we've got a little bit of the pattern down. I haven't died. You know, sometimes I jinx myself a little bit too much. Damn it. Okay, this has got to be a checkpoint. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's trippy. That is really trippy. Oh, the dodge. I completely forgot about the dodge. This is what I get for not paying attention. Yeah, it's a much easier if I had the dodge, right? There we go. Oh, God. Another section? Really? Dang it. I haven't done... Yeah, that's exactly what... Oh, no. Not this again. So that's a long checkpoint. Yeah, it's a little bit easier with the dodge button. I'll give you that. Oh, wait. What did I hit? All right, well, I messed that up. The question it becomes, though, with such a long tag-in for... And I get the scoring system is, like, wanting you to get close, but, like, why? All right. Good. Instead of 3, 2. I'm sometimes wonder if, like, all video games, this one, it's quite repulsive to be opinion. So, like, it's definitely not necessarily, like, I mean, obviously the art style is going to put off some people. And the story is going to put off some people. And I understand that. Like, again, not every game is for everybody. I will admit that seeing some of the early reviews and seeing it be all over the place, and like, and not necessarily in all over the place in the same ways. Like, some people like not liking the story, some people not liking the art style, some people not liking the gameplay, and other people being like, oh yeah, this is good, or you know, this is fine. And it's interesting to see how divisive this has been, and how that's affected like just reviews in general. Yeah, so the difficulty is definitely messed with here in terms of the, like, they mention that the difficulty is changed on everything. It's not just the combat, it's literally everything. So, obviously, even this is going to be affected by it. Oh, boy. Damn it. It jumped a little bit too fast there. I will admit that the checkpoints on this seems a little bit harsh for a new player, but this is obviously on Battletoads difficulty, so... Now, I am a little bit curious on why they made it so that you can't change difficulty mid-run. Like, I get it for high score purposes, like, but then just don't let them record a high score if they change difficulty. I mean, that's not that difficult of a change. So it is a little bit strange, especially because, you know, you could be great at combat, but then all of a sudden you're playing a game that you're just not used to, like this. So that's a little bit weird to me. Like, there's a lot of weird things about this game so far that I'm like, well, you know, I get why they did some things. I don't get why they did other things. And I definitely understand why this game got such a like all over the map rating. I mean, there's different kinds of reviewers. There's different kinds of reviewers, and each of them have their own strengths. I try to be as objective as I can in terms of giving you guys all the information, even if I don't like a game. Obviously, you don't want, you know, your biases to ruin experiences just because, you know, you're playing a game that you don't like, even though it's maybe, you know, good, but to each their own. I think the weirdness of the 3D is just judging the distance. Like, judging the distance of, especially these 3D portions, is actually turning out to be a little bit more difficult than what it seems like at first. It's just, it's like trying to get the depth perception. Is there a way to play without any checkpoints, continue to give an extra layer of retro? Don't know. Good question. How did I not grab that one? Did you get hit because you played with the biggest toad? That would be really insane, because then Pimple would always have a... Oh, fudge. Oh, thank God.
Hello, Toads. I made my sons delete their posts. The truth is, my business is failing, and
Aww.
if you destroy those turbo bucks, I'm ruined. My sons were too beautiful to learn a real trade. Please, return my bikes. This is Chet from Chet & Sons.
Oh.
What's he so worried about? The bikes look literally the same as when we started this journey.
Oops. Okay, so to the queen. Only took 15 minutes on that part, but that's fine. Definitely was also a problem in the sideways bikes. I feel like that way in here is better. Yeah, I will agree. The depth, especially on those long jumps on the original Battletoads, was hard to judge at times.
5 missed messages. I'll listen to them later.
What is this place?
Looks like the queen is hiding in an abandoned theme park.
Oh.
Be careful. It's been years since our last tetanus shot.
Okay. Crab collectibles. Okay, cool. Some more pattern can absorb strikes. Evade at the right time to trip them into a stun state. Okay. Oh, so I basically have to play a waiting game. I don't necessarily like that because, again, you're making me wait for no, like, I understand that they were introducing enemies, so... There we go. I like it. I like the environments. Given it's like I like the characterization. I like the fact that, like, obviously we've got a lot different scene from the old NES and SNES days, right? I mean, we can't necessarily have the expressiveness that we've got now. Press LT and A and L to spit that will pin things down. Oh, so okay, I get that. That, you know, some. Oh, okay, so that's what that pink. I was wondering what that pink bubble was. So some crowd control mechanics. That's actually nice. That's actually something, and it makes sense for them to have that kind of weird aspect to it. Now, I will say, I do have to question the stun times. The stun times seem a little bit over the top. Okay. So, it only works on certain things, but was there something that made it... Okay, so he actually ate them. That actually is interesting, too. Something I have to watch out for. Maybe those phasing options in the background were just hints about the twist then, not actually part of the game kit. Yeah, that might have been good characterization on their part. Oh, what's this? Oh, we have a little bit of a puzzle. Oh, Toads can do puzzles. Yay. I'm assuming that's the emergency. I don't know what's going on, so... I do like Pimple's just simple nature in terms of his combos, but I will admit he is slow as hell. Ow. Well, I dodged right into that, and I took a shit ton of damage. Wow, and... So I like the fact that what I feel like the game is doing very well is that it's not just throwing more enemies at me to up the difficulty. It's actually giving me some of the same enemies, but also making it so that I've got to really consider my positioning. Like, the combos of enemies really haven't been a lot of the same things. They've been always different in terms of the combinations, which I do think is a really good idea. Okay. Use your tongue to travel the word. Press LT and B to pull yourself towards a ring. Okay. Oh. We got multiple. I see. Cool. Multiple planes. Using that 3D plane. Not sure what that's supposed to be doing. Like, do I get a prize at the end for doing all that?
Ooh, look, a spaceship!
That is a nice-looking spaceship.
I'm just relieved it's not another ambush.
Yeah.
How come
there's never anyone around here until they want to fight and then they magically appear?
It's a good question.
Some things we'll just never know, Rash. And some will just have some really, really loose justification.
See, like, the writing there, I like that writing. I like the juxtaposition there. Like, hey, guess what? There we go. Didn't miss one yet. That's good. Trying to get air combos going, on the other hand, I'm having trouble judging things. Whoa. Wow, it took me out in one hit. Yep, let's stay away from him. I feel like, does he... I do wish that the combos in question, like, or the tag outs in question, they seem to always be the same, which I think is a mistake. But it could be. Man, some of these guys are taking a lot of damage, though. On the plus side, I'm getting a almost 200. Yep, got a 200 combo. I'm having trouble judging things. Keeping this for later purposes. Look. Okay, so what is this?
Control Alt Delete. Hacking mode.
So
Gonna
wait.
need another energy drink.
Who's the... Okay, so we got King, Sun, Thingy. Where's the noose? Yeah. We're using our heads. Are there upgrades anyway? Not that I see. Then again, the original game didn't really have any upgrades either. I do like the... I really like the addition of the bubblegum there. That's in character for the Toads. It allows for that overlooked, you know, hey, I'm getting overwhelmed. Let me use this on the right character. But I also like that some characters don't, you know, respond to it like right away, or don't respond to it at all. But so I'm going back to the animation. There's just something about the animation that's a little off. And what I mean by that is that, like, it's missing something in terms of, like, frames. Like, it feels, I don't want to say incomplete, because I feel like it's a style choice, but it feels like they, I believe this game is running at 60 FPS. I can't guarantee that, but, like, it almost feels like it was a 30 FPS animation and it's running in 60 FPS, if that makes sense. Now, that seems to be a style choice. See, I don't know whether to focus on the big guys or the popcorn guys. The popcorn guys have the range, but okay, tag in. Oops. Come on. Like it's a bit too trappy. Yeah, like it's missing, like it's purposefully missing frames of it to emphasize the exaggerated motion. Should be it, right? not sure what that thing is. I feel like that's a... Oh. What are the skull stun? That you can finish them? They're just... They still seem to be just the general stun animation. I've seen enemies that haven't... Wow, this is pretty close quarters here. Come on. How are the Toads of Battle? Toads of Battle are pretty much everything, every kind of genre right now. But they've been good so far, I would say. I see. Whoa, okay. I feel like I need to really get a hold of when to use that charged attack without the shields, because I feel like when it comes to using it, it could really be a useful tool. See, the funny thing is I don't necessarily like the big brawlers all the time in terms of these games, but I'm really liking Pimple's just simplicity for his combos and the fact that he has, I think, a little bit of more range on him. There we go. Yeah, it definitely. So, I think that's unfortunately something that the Battletoads are going to have to go up against. Even though I don't think necessarily that's a good way of comparing them, because I feel like Battletoads is not just. It's not trying to be just a beat 'em up. I mean, it's going a little bit genre heavy, or genre not heavy, I should say, on everything. Is the rank of the corner a measure of score, like a dynamic thing like Devil May Cry? Yes. Very similar to Devil May Cry. It's very, very dynamic per battle zone. It is trying to change things up. Oh, so we got to save. So we got... You vary your combos. You change out your Toads. In this mode, at least. I'm not sure how that would change with different, with, you know, 2 or 3 player co-op. Obviously it has to. So I also like the fact that they have incoming attacks for those tag-ins, because like if you tag in and have a little bit more enemies around you, you may want to tag in Rash because he's got the little explosive attack on him. But if you know, are above an enemy, you may want to use Pimple because he's got that smash attack. I didn't expect that. Can it drop if you lose your combo, get hit or something? Yeah, you can. Getting hit in this game, I'm playing on the hardest difficulty right now. FAQ, which basically if one of these guys are taking a combo, it'll be 1 or 2 combos of death. Oh god. Come on. The dash attack, or the dash move, feels a little bit overpowered just because it's able to get you out of any situation. Come on. 360. How's the feeling of the game? It feels good to me. Like, it feels like they've really thought about how the combos work together in terms, and it's not going to be like a speedy kind of game. It's going to be a little bit more slow and methodical, but you will have those challenges. The tag moves are sort of like out of Marvel vs. Capcom, you're right. Locked, security active. Okay, sure. Moving hazard, triggered hazard, trigger hack flag. Manual hack.
Control Alt Delete. Guys, gonna need another Zitz Blitz.
Oh, okay, interesting. So I got to time these. Aha!
Hey, what do you guys think of this line? I may be Zitz, but you're the one getting popped.
Beat 'em will get repetitive, especially going by itself, not balanced. I feel like they've done a good job of keeping the variety up right now. What were those D8 looking things? Collectibles. All right, 6 B's and 5 S's. That's not bad. At the Carnival. That's Dragnix level humor right there. That's dad level humor. And we all know Dragnix is the dad level equivalent of YouTube.
Don't get mad at us.
AKA, you're always just sort of embarrassed. Like, the worst thing I will say so far, and it's not. I don't necessarily put this on the voice actors themselves, but the voice acting just not what I expect out of the Battletoads. Oh boy.
Gonna need another energy drink.
I'm gonna have to wait. Aha. Like, it's just not what I expect out of Rash and Zit. Pimple, yeah. Pimple sounds like what I would expect, voice-wise. But I'm also sort of basing that off... I'm not sure how many people saw the animated cartoon. So they did have voices in that cartoon, and I just don't consider them that sort of high-pitched in terms of some of their voices. Like, the nasally part. But again, I feel like I don't know if these voice actors, I don't know who these voice actors are. Like, it doesn't necessarily feel like it was like the voice actors just quality-wise. I feel like they were asked to do something that maybe was a different direction. Ouch. Come here. I need to use that move a little bit more. I should have been using it to keep up combos in the air. Okay. Oh, another puzzle section. Watch the credits and you'll know who are the voice actors. I mean, it's possible. Alright, so that seems right. So these only seem to go down, so... I think you have to light up everything, so I'm assuming... So, what does that do? Okay, are those two pimps with the health bar for some sort of special moves? Those are that's your bubblegum. So, in the middle of a fight, you can bubblegum spit to stun an enemy once. See? And that stuns them for a little bit of time. So you could focus on another enemy. This is like the Resident Evil of, again, a puzzle to, yep. So these guys are a little bit more stationary. Yeah, you're gonna... Ow. Wow, that took one hit from him. That's the thing I gotta be worried about, is the fact that once you take damage, you gotta be careful about... Wow, and even hitting... so he took damage. So I do like the tag-in system in terms of like giving you a chance to recover yourself. Like I do like the fact that, you know, if you keep it going, like you get the chance back to keep on fighting. Granted, it's a lot harder, especially when you don't have as many toads with full health, but it's definitely a lot better than like just throwing lives at a section over and over again. Not sure what that's doing. I do like the multiple planes of combat too right now. That's adding a new element to it. Now I will say I am not a fan of the foot. I loved the big boot that Rash had in the original game. Like just like that boot coming from the screen was always like sort of appreciated, and I get that you know they changed it to, you know, oh, they don't wear shoes, but it was sort of comical to see all of a sudden like they're not wearing shoes. Oh wait, hold on now. Have you covered any enemies that can interact around the different battle planes? I don't... Not yet. I'm assuming that the ice cream guys can. Another battle. Ow. Damn. So now I have to survive. Three, two, nope. Oh wait, no, Rash barely survived. Ah. I think the time may have been better used like a little bit longer, because I feel like I can handle this on almost every case right now. Yeah, so he's not firing at me at all. It looks like they have to fire at me, which maybe they felt like it was a little bit too much. Ah. Oh, wow. didn't expect to be hit by that. Damn. The plane. Oh Jesus. Yep. I messed that up. Like, it's surprising how difficult that section is because you can't necessarily always hit who you want in that plane. And that ice cream guy is really fucking hard. I'm noting that I think if you tag in at the right time, that you automatically dodge what you are doing. So, like, you automatically dodge at that point, which is actually really important for... Ah! Got him. Okay, so we got one of them down. Oh, come on, Zit. They're like gunball machines with popcorn. Yeah, sort of. Like I'm assuming they're charging their electricity through making popcorn. I'm not sure. I am playing on Battletoad difficulty, so this is the hardest difficulty available. I don't know if there's another difficulty available like after you beat the game, but I am playing on the hardest difficulty, so keep that in mind. You can seem to adjust the difficulty in terms of enemy health, strength, and there was another setting there. But you can't change it once you start, which is something you need to know.
Okay, back to, you know, what are we doing again?
What are we doing?
I'm gonna puke.
Fighting is harder than I remember.
Oh, swallowed it.
Oh, more security. I do like these little changes. Ah, damn it. So you can't, like, touch them on the edge, or they'll be like, no. Damn it. Yeah, they are seemingly tanky, and again, I feel like that's somewhat to do with the, that health meter being all the way over. Yeah. Wow, I've only seen one of them here. Damn it. Wow. Okay, so Zit, you've got to somehow... Wow. Okay, so this is turning out to be a little bit more challenging because we can't focus on using the bubble gum because there's just too many enemies in the way. Good thing Zit was able to stay alive for that long, though. And there goes Pimple. Okay, we can focus on you now. I just like their minions for one reason, that's being punched. I mean, maybe they want to grow up to be the evil mastermind. Maybe they just need a chance to prove themselves. I don't like that animation. It makes it look really, really weird. Is bubblegum on cooldown or is it based on damage deed or a combination of the two? I think it's on a cooldown. As I don't see it changing as I hit the combo. I see it just going up time-wise. I'm noticing the little, like, cracks in his head at certain points, but they go away? Like, that would be a cool way to indicate the amount of damage. Also, like, a little bit of the, like, ambiance that the game is putting out there. Like, this feels like this is a really messed up area in terms of, oh, no, not these guys again. We need to deal as much damage as we can. Ah. Okay, so Zit's gone. Comes Pimple. Pimple's gone. Whoa, okay, Zit's now. Ah. Man. Some of these are like people who are concerned about the challenge. Like, I saw a lot of people being like, oh, this looks like a game that has been dumbed down. I don't think so. I think the game is showing its difficulty, and it's showing that what I'm liking is the fact that it's obviously playing homage to the original game, and the difficulty does feel very similar to the original game in certain aspects, but on the other hand, it does feel like it's an homage and an homage only. It's not like, it's not trying to be Battletoads 3. I know there was Battletoads Double Dragon, the arcade version, and there was a battle game, but I don't remember if there was anything else. So I think Battletoads 3 may be appropriate. Yeah, it does feel difficult in a little bit more normal of a way. Wow. Oh, so if you shot, oh wow. So if you try to pull them when they're shocking, yeah, that does make some sense that it wouldn't be able to actually do anything. Ah. Just no remorse. Battletoad 3 Snake Eater. Now, I will admit, having to do this section again without the checkpoint is feeling a little bit nasty. Focus on killing this guy. Get rid of the cone guys first. They are the biggest threat. I also like the fact that the down character, the character that you use the down attack, the down arrow on, is the character that drops from the sky like a down. Does it feel like you have control over where your tongue is going when you grab enemies like that? Sort of. Obviously, in certain cases, it's not as controllable because it's just you've got too much around you. Just too many enemies. Dang it. I do like that it spawns you with the full health, though. That does help a lot. I feel like if you have a little bit of leeway in terms of the oh, ow. Dang it. There we go. Like, if you have a reasonable path at this point to trying to get to your enemy. What? Is that a taunt button? Oh, apparently right stick is a taunt. The game has not taught me this. Ow. Okay, so Pimples by go-to guy. A taunt with the actual mechanic properties or just the fun animation you can choose to play? I'm not sure. Like, look, it shows something there on his character. So it seems like there may be some properties to it. Collectibles. Always appreciated. I will say it's been easy to tell where the... Now, what's interesting, notice that. It looks like each of them have a specific range on the screen to attack me on. Like, not everyone is attacking me on the same... No, it does. It's not range. It just seems like one attacks me at a time and only one. Yeah, El Sewer. This stage is taking a little bit long. I'm not gonna lie. More security. Manual hack. Oh, here we go again. Wait. Oh, geez. Dang it. Okay, and those puzzles are turning out to be reasonable too. Okay, this has got to be, yeah. It's easy to see where the combat chambers are gonna be just because they're a lot more open at times. Like there's not like a secondary wall or anything like that. Ow. God, they are starting to reuse enemies a lot. And I get that this is sort of the theme of the level right now, but I did not mean to taunt there. I'm not sure why I taunted. I don't think I hit the stick, but okay, sure. Ow. Dang. Dab. Oh, Jesus! I'm not going to appreciate doing this. Oh god, it's just hard to see where those things are coming from too. So like the thing is that it's doing a good job making it so that I have to pay attention to. There's not one simple strategy that I can use. Like, they're forcing me to not just be like, okay, go after the ice cream enemies, because in that case, there was just too many things in between me to be able to see it. So it's like, okay, now I got to take out the electric enemies, which is actually that's smart. That's how you want to do it. Yeah, they've got to be repetitive somewhat in their nature. Ow. There we go. Now, there is a little bit of an interesting strategy. Like, do you tag in the lowest health Toad? If all you're aiming to do is survive, do you tag in the lowest health Toad when there's not a lot of enemies left and let him die to try to retain some, to get it back for the tag in? Because he may gain a little bit of health in that case. Ow. I'm liking the strategy that the game is giving forth right now. Like, I feel like this is not necessarily the most sophisticated of beat-em-ups, but it's doing... Oh, I dodged right into that. It's doing things that some beat-em-ups don't do, especially at the higher difficulty here. Obviously, the difficulty is a factor for those who are wanting to play a game like this, in terms of like, oh yeah, this used to be a really difficult game, and I feel like those people who are like waiting for that, yeah, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. It's not the like killer difficulty that other people may have said, where it's just like, oh, is it Contra level, the NES hard? No, but I feel like is it going to be a game that is going to sort of you're going to walk all over? Hell no, not anywhere near close. I also think it's doing some interesting things with the crowd control mechanics. So it's doing something that maybe other games never considered. Now I'm understanding why the dodge doesn't have a bigger cooldown on it. Does the yelling of the popcorn guys remind anybody of Earthworm Jim? I know that's a weird comparison, but for some reason it's one of the first things I'm thinking of. Ah, dang it. Okay, now that may be okay. So, okay, now we only have... Ow. Focus on... Ah, damn it. Dang it. That one shield guy is causing so many problems because I can't take the time to... Dodge, Jesus. So that one shield guy, just by that introduction, is causing problems because I can't take the time to actually, charge up an attack, but on the other hand, he's blocking several of the attacks from going through. So you're having to play this hit and run game that is turning out to be deadly for me right now. Okay, so he's gone. Yep, can't pull him while he's getting shocked. So you can interrupt the ice cream guys if you get, so they have an effective range. They have a range in which they can actually activate. If you get too close to them, they seem to stop, even if they're in the mid-attack. So there is something there to exploit. I'm surprised that there's not one of those more one-liners in the middle of the action, like I just heard there. It's atypical, but I do think that adds a little bit to it. Oh, shit. Okay, one down. That's big. Okay, Pimple, you sacrificed yourself for that one. Damn it. Don't know why I was having problems getting too close to him. It's strange, because you'd think that the Battletoads would be boisterous during battle, but... There we go. I like that little... section. And here we go. This is the Dark Queen. 42 minutes, Jesus.
Vigilant, the Dark Queen is behind this door.
Probably.
Probably. I thought you pinpointed her precise location.
Pinpointed, guess. Who can remember?
I remember. You said pinpointed.
We're wasting time.
Let's just go inside and punch whatever we see, okay?
Fine.
The voices are growing on me a little bit.
Not just any intruders. The soon-to-be famous
Battletoads?
It's the Queen! Punch! Let go, Pimple!
You're not punching a baby.
But it's ugly.
Drop the ugly baby.
Don't really drop it, though. Just set it down gently.
Not until I explain myself.
Toad Huddle. She's really got us over a barrel with that buttugly baby.
I vote to let her talk.
Yeah, fine, whatever. Let go. It stings when you pinch it off like that.
Okay.
Oh God, thou hasn't forgotten. No, I have not.
Explain yourself. Go.
I'm being held prisoner in this park by a race of celestial aliens named the Topians who stole my powers and hired a giant guardian to block my escape. I've secretly been using radiation to create sentient carnival toys that I hoped would mutate into fierce warriors, but instead came out brassy, all about the holidays, and anatomically correct, to name a few. We devised a plan to topple the guard and travel the cosmos to defeat the Topian overlords, thus freeing the galaxy and restoring the power I lost 26 years ago, then time permitting, get that naked toys and pants.
Oh.
Why would she get the pants last?
The Queen has been here for 26 years. We were in the bunker for 26 years. Do you know what that means?
Oh my God. It means she's not famous either.
More importantly, means the Topians locked us in the bunker.
Who cares? The Dark Queen was our ticket back to the top. If she's not famous, then we can't be famous. And if we can't be famous, then life is meaningless. Pimple, punch me through my brain.
I don't want to, but I will do anything for you. Are you sure?
Yeah, man. I'm sure.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna punch you through the brain. Oh, God.
I love you so much.
I love you, too.
Wait! We can team up!
I'm sorry, excuse me. This is a Toad Huddle?
I know our history is complicated. I mean, you sent me spinning off into space. No hard feelings. Much respect. But now that you're here, we can execute my plan to defeat the Topians together.
These Topians, are they famous?
Infamous.
I'm in.
I'm not. Thanks for the hot tip, lady, but we can beat the Topians without you.
Wow, that makes me the tie-breaking vote. I declare a Toad Shambo!
Toad Shambo!
Uh-oh.
What now?
Toad Shambo!
Oh, rock, paper, scissors. Toaster beats instrument beats pub.
Toad Shambo! Tie! Toad Shambo! Six win!
Oh, okay. Cool.
Toad Shambo! It's a tie!
Oh.
Toad Shambo!
I mean, seems reasonable.
Toad Shambo!
I have no idea if there's actually any
Pimple wins.
strategy to this. I'm sorry, that is hilarious. And then a boss fight interrupts it, of course. Makes sense. The game's the game's humor goes off at weird points at times, but it's doing a reasonable job. So what am I supposed to do with the eyes? Is there something? Oh. Okay. Ah. Oh. Ow. You kind of go long series without getting that here, but it's funny, kind of funny when you get to the it has its moments where it's getting like, yeah, this is nice. This is. Ow. Ow. Oh, 3, okay. I don't know what happened with the animation there. Again, I do wonder why there are no combos in this section. Ow. 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 There we go.
He's down. Now let's steal a spaceship and get out of here.
Oh, of course. Because he came in a spaceship. Because reasons?
Wait!
Oh.
Stay calm. You're a queen. You're unflappable. Suck my frigging butt, you backstabbing punks! Chug my dump truck, you stinky wimps! Beep, beep, garbage butt backing up! I hate the Battletoads.
Oh.
Hey,
correct me if I'm wrong. Earlier, did I hear you scream that we stink?
What? No. I was talking about the cattle toads. Like you guys, but cattle. They stink.
I'm so friggin' pumped. We're gonna be famous. Sup, Topian scum? We just stole a spaceship, and we're coming for you. The Battletoads and the Dark Queen are gonna destroy you. And in case you're wondering, our exact space coordinates are 3x543.
Stop that.
Smack.
Your Majesties,
Yes, mortal.
moments ago we received this transmission.
The Battletoads and the Dark Queen are gonna destroy you.
Did that voice just say it was going to destroy us?
Who would want to destroy you? You've got the most amazing shape.
I'm wearing Nebulous from Zorthos. You know, the cluster with the gross bugs?
Oh, the gross bugs. See, I think they're cute. Bugs.
Okay.
I forgot about the wobble. I wonder if they're ready to evolve. Might be fun to set them up.
With a fourth dimension?
Yes, yes, yes.
This is why little old me
I'm
and you
curious
run the universe.
where this is
Great
gonna go.
ones. What do you want to do about the Dark Queen and the Battletoads?
Huh? Oh, alert the galaxy and kill them. And I'm waiting on a sandwich.
Aw.
Great torturing torture team.
Forgive me.
Forgive? More like 400 lashes. See what I did there? I took 4.
Some of this humor is
Whip
falling
him.
flat,
and
though.
hear that pun in your nightmare.
Yeah. Whip him good. That should be a song.
Write that down.
Pardon my interruption, oh floating ones, but we still haven't located the Dark Queen.
Oh my god, what kind of an update is that?
Yeah, restaurants don't say, excuse me, we haven't started making your food.
Oh, you know, that one place did.
Oh, that's right. The place that's mean on purpose.
I don't want to pay you to be mean to me. That's what I have a mother for.
Have you found the other ones? The, Arbaltoes? The Totalobes?
Oh, the things we're looking for. The Brutables.
Bartle Bears?
The Tattletoes.
The Beetlebugs?
Fire Bats. The Jitsu.
Fire bats.
Battle bees?
You're looking for the
That's
fire
it,
bats.
That's it. Battle bees.
The Battle Bees.
The Battletoads. I'm afraid they've eluded capture as well.
Oh.
What did you do?
Well, I made him 3 inches shorter. Doesn't seem like much, but his entire life will change. Now, do your job before I give you combination skin. That's like when part of your skin is dry.
Parts are dry.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Those
I feel like
ugly
it's.
toads
I
and
feel
that
like.
skinny little witch might be more of a formidable team than
I
we
feel like. So.
We couldn't do this without you. You're the most important member of the team.
You're
Just don't
looking in
tell
the
others
mirror.
I said that, okay?
Like.
Where are we?
Mercury 9, an outer ring planet and home to an old cohort.
Obviously, we should be at a point within
He's a well-connected
society
knows of a secret
where
entrance into Topian City.
they're
However,
obviously
I need to
going
speak
off
with
a
him
gay
alone.
stereotype
Okay,
there,
what's
at least
going
in
on?
my
I thought
opinion,
I
or
was-
a fabulous
Are you always
stereotype.
firing behind my back?
And
Seriously, like,
having
I'm doing
fabulous
myself crazy. Am I
characters
crazy right now?
be the
No
evil
way.
ones, no,
You're the
that
leader.
should be okay.
Great.
With
In
that
case, I
said,
the
it's
Queen waits
still.
outside. Well, we talked to Jeff.
You don't even
That's
know
still-
Jeff. Why would he trust you?
Why do you trust me?
I don't.
That's still-
That's why I don't want you talking to Jeff.
Drew me the wrong, like
I'm fine, right.
it
This
pushed
is
me the
so
wrong way in
stupid.
the way that it happened.
Stupid. I declare
I'm
one
not
of those
sure
things.
why.
A tissue boom?
It also doesn't help that the comedy fell flat a lot better. Again?
And introducing the Dark Queen. Dark Queen loses. Dark Queen loses. Dark Queen loses. Dark Queen loses again.
The facial expression is huge.
Sorry, Queen.
Call me if you have any problems.
Talk about a superiority complex. Okay, everyone, keep your eyes peeled for
Jeff!
I'm Jeff. How may I help you?
Yeah, hi. I'm in charge here, and we're gonna need you to tell us the secret way into Topian City, please. And thank you.
We're working with the Dark Queen.
She works for us, actually.
The Dark Queen is challenging the Topians? Of course I'll share the coordinates. However, I'll need to speak with the Queen herself alone.
We can call her.
No, anything you would tell her, you can tell us.
That's the opposite of what I said. Not to mention, I'm busy negotiating peace between two warring tribes by acquiring their medallions of respect. So, unless you connect me with the Dark Queen immediately, we have nothing left to discuss.
Here.
No! Give it here!
Hello? Is something wrong?
Jeff is fine. Jeff is fine.
It's a weird thing to say. Can I talk to him?
This is Jeff.
Jeff, you sound different.
I have pink eye.
Pink eye doesn't change how you sound.
I mean,
What?
pink mouth?
So sorry, it's super pink. Gotta go. Bye. Whew, that bought us some time.
Time for what?
Time to help Jeff's body earn those medallions. He'll wake up and see what we did and then fork over the coordinates. Any objections?
Will it matter?
No, it will not. Let's find those medallions.
Okay. 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 It is pretty late right now,
I've intercepted radio
but I will
chatter about
play
a
till
Topian
10:15
checkpoint
or
in the
so.
area. Be careful and don't leave the palace. That would be stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Ow! Oh crap! There's a bee in the spaceship. Ow! Ow! Ow!
Like, some of the humor is getting me. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Oh wait, we do have a new enemy type here. I know I said I only usually play for a couple hours, like, you know, 8 to 10, but I am enjoying myself a bit. It's weird, like I exactly understand why they got the review scores that they got, like how it's all over the place, because really when it comes down to it, it's going to be very much a hit or miss game. And that's the thing, like, the gameplay feels fine. The gameplay feels good, actually, and I feel like a lot of people saying that the combat is okay. I wonder how many people played on the Battletoad difficulty.
Got it. Hey, yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
Because it does feel like a really big challenge, but on the other hand, it's also... I'm not even sure what these guys are supposed to be right now. It does feel a little bit different than what you would expect. And maybe expectations is what is hurt Battletoads so much going into this, because I feel like a lot of people are expecting, oh, just, you know, Battletoads again, a hard-ass game in 2020, and not to say that this game isn't hard. It does have its difficulty, as you've seen, but on the other hand, it feels like a different kind of difficulty than before, where memorization isn't necessarily like everything you have to do, like with the bike sections. You still have to, but... I hear the shmup levels. Yeah, I've heard that too, and that does... It definitely is going through the genres. Like, I mean, we've seen puzzle elements, we've seen the sort of, I don't want to say quick time events, but the sort of ridiculous events in question. Not unlike Shaq Fu, honestly. Don't mention Shaq Fu. God, that game. I feel like comparing Battletoads to Shaq Fu. No, yeah, we're not gonna do that. No. Battletoads feels like, you know, I think the biggest thing that people were concerned about was, were they going to stay true to the franchise? And you know what? I think they did. I think they've honored the legacy of Battletoads,
Look,
while still making their own game, while understanding how to evolve the genre from the 90s
Rash?
to...
Can you read?
You kidding? I read tons of
books.
books.
Oh god, they've got throwable axes. And that's the thing. You want developers to be able to feel like they can do what they want, but obviously you want them to still make a game that feels like it was from, you know, the genre or the game that came before it. And I feel like Battletoads does do that very, very well. Like, it knows what it is. It knows that it's not going to be the same game it was 20 years ago. But with that said, I see the elements of the original game. I see everything that they're trying to do. And honestly, it does it pretty well. Really, a lot of my complaints are the Saturday morning cartoon aesthetic works, but again, there are just some elements that are off with the animation. There's some strangeness in the way enemies move at times, and I don't know exactly how to like put that into words. But I think the biggest thing is that the humor is definitely something that it's going to be hit or miss, and if bad humor is going to break you in a game, I feel like, yeah, there could be a problem here, because there are just some moments in that humor where I'm like, yeah, this is great. And then sometimes I'm just like, oh God, I'm embarrassed for the writer. And I will say this. Kudos on them for taking the liberties to be brazen enough to try that. Because some developers would have been like, oh, you know, we'll just make parodies, or not parodies. We'll just do what we did before. You know, we won't try anything new. And they obviously did not go that route. They took chances, and honestly, when it comes to those kind of chances, you know, some people would really make a mistake and try to do something a little bit too edgy, or try to be too much like the games before. But I feel like for $20, especially, I feel like this is the perfect kind of Game Pass game where it's like, yeah, you know, it's hard to really say that the Game Pass hasn't given you value, because this is a game where it's just like, if you got the Game Pass, there's no reason not to try this. I mean, you've got the Game Pass already. It's something different. It is, and it does feel a little bit different than other beat 'em ups out there. So there's no reason not to. And let's think about the fact that, again, you have to remember the history of Battletoads in terms of some of the things that happened with Battletoads. The fact of the matter is, Battletoads they've been gone for so long, to the point where, you know, the infamous stories about, you know, the game, 4chan and the game stops, calling game stops and asking where Battletoads are and the recordings that came from that. Like, it's sort of insane to think about, like, how much of a meme that became for such a long time. But on the other hand, it's just like, if the fans were willing to do something like that, then you can imagine that, like, oh God, you know, what are they going to do if we make the wrong game? And again, give it to the developers. They made it their own. And I think they've made a game that honestly feels right. It feels like they've really captured the feeling of Battletoads while still putting their own spin on it. And I think they should be commended on that. All right. It is getting late here. I am going to quickly check the settings for people who are interested in that. So tutorials off and on, okay. Constant player markers, okay. So I'm assuming the circles around them. Invincibility availability, that's turned off because of the difficulty. Enemy attack tells. It's interesting that they have that option, right? Music. It would have been nice to turn the subtitles on. Gameplay HUD, that's nice. For full screen borderless window, VSync, screen shake, mouse sensitivity. There's a genre, and you can never know when it often changes. You could revamp controls all the genre. How it may give away surprises. If you prefer, you could rebind the current scheme from the pause menu when you reach a new and avoid spoilers. So that's a nice. So that's actually a really nice and considerate option with the rebinding, because yeah, it could end up spoiling surprises earlier, and the fact is that they really did consider, like, hey, we don't want to give you any spoilers of what's to come. That's a nice those are devs that are considering their player base. So kudos on them, and the fact that they allow you to rebind your inputs regardless. That's nice to see. So that's something really that the game needed. But I may play a little this more this weekend. I'm not sure. I will give a go for people, anybody who's got the battle pass. I would say yes, and people who want a little bit different on the actual beat 'em up scene, I think Battletoads will fill that gap. Now, I admit the story is going to be hit or miss, but you know, again, if it hits, it's gonna hit hard for you. And honestly, you could probably just avoid it if you really wanted to. Just pretend like it doesn't exist, because the combat here is great at the Battletoads difficulty. Obviously, if you're not a huge player of games like this, did I quit? Do I quit to the menu? Yeah. It's nice to see that you are able to see the amount of health and strength and respawn time in terms of all these characters in all these difficulty changes. So I would like to have seen, maybe this was something that will be available after you play the game more, but like I would have liked to see like a custom mode, like, oh, can I adjust the health, strength, and respawn time for each character, for each game point? And as you can see, playing on Battletoad, I basically moved it up to 11. So yeah, I have to say, give Battletoads a chance. Even if you may not necessarily be a fan of the genre, it could be a good entry point too, with the sort of 80s or 90s cartoon aesthetic. Other than that, is there any other questions for anybody has before I head out? And remember, I do have a stream tomorrow of the new Samurai Jack game. So I will be putting out a little bit more content then. A couple people have noticed that my streams have been a little bit more popular lately. Probably because I'm playing more well-known games as opposed to indie games, but that won't change in terms of what I'm playing. I mean, as I've always said, I've always been the indie mid-level titles, you know, maybe a popular game now and again, like a Resident Evil, but yeah. All right, thanks for coming out, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Again, Discord is in the description below if you want to talk more, and I try to get on there. But I will see you all later.